Lazer 3D LZX-10 small form factor 10-liter PC case that can fit 135 millimeter tall CPU coolers. Here are two custom acrylic prototype case variants made at my request by Lazer 3D in England of their LZX-8 PC case for those who do not worship at the altar of giant graphics cards. The internal components have been rotated 90 degrees from the LZX-8, moving the power supply from over the motherboard to the right side of the case with its own fresh air intake and rear exhaust. The case is 280 millimeters in width, 220 millimeters in depth, and 160 millimeters in height for a volume of 9.8 liters without the feet. One 140 millimeter or two 120 millimeter fans can be fitted to the front of the case if a 2-slot width ITX length graphics card is installed. For longer graphics cards up to 205 millimeters, one 120 millimeter or one 140 millimeter front case fan can be installed. The case is designed with air vents on 3 sides for open style graphics card air intake and exhaust, top, bottom, and left. A single 2.5-inch SSD can be mounted below the power supply. A 92 or 80 millimeter fan can be installed in the rear of the case. CPU coolers up to a height of 135 millimeters can be installed. The Thermalright Silver Sol 135 is an exact fit with an AMD Ryzen processor. The case offers front-to-back airflow as found in much larger cases. Shown here are two variants of the case. The first case is a fully vented top panel, 14 front air slots, and front 140 millimeter case fan. An Aorus B550 motherboard is installed with a downdraft Noctua L12 Ghost Edition CPU cooler, a top-mounted Noctua A12 by 25 fan with a total height of 91 millimeters. The bottom 92 millimeter CPU cooler case fan was removed. An Arctic P14 front fan is exhausting out the front of the case. This has been found in testing to provide the optimum airflow when using a downdraft CPU cooler. The graphics card is a blower style NVIDIA A4000 SFF Ada generation with rear exhaust. No additional front I/O ports have been added. The second case has a solid tinted top panel with vents only for the graphics card and 10 front panel air slots. A Thermalright Silver Sol 135 CPU cooler and a 200 millimeter length EVGA 3060 Ti open style graphics card is installed. This right side case panel has cutouts for front I/O. Shown separately is the bracket and cabling that installs behind the front case panel for mounting one or two 120 millimeter fans or one 140 millimeter fan, along with the front I/O circuit board that includes two USB Type A and one Type C connector, all at Gen 1 speeds, requiring only a motherboard USB Type 3 connection. There is also an additional cable allowing USB charging via these ports if desired, along with separate microphone and headphone ports. Here is a small form factor case that is quiet with excellent airflow and cooling, sacrificing only graphics card size that easily fits on even the smallest work desk. You can contact Lazer 3D at lazer3d.com for more information. Here are the cases with the top panel removed. And here are the bottom air vents for open graphics cards. And here are the front I/O ports if desired.